Apex Legends is a great game, and in this video, let's go over 5 reasons why it is that way. And by the way, the order of this list does not matter, all of these things are equally great. Reason number 5 is the gunplay. Apex Legends has 21 guns as of right now in Season 9, and they all have their different uses at different points in the game. Apex actually does a really good job of keeping the guns balanced for the most part, and the only exceptions I can think of off the top of my head are the Spitfire and the Bocek Bow, which, if you've ever used, are pretty OP. Other than that, every gun in Apex has its ups and downs, and there's a lot of weapon diversity. Right now, there are 4 assault rifles, 4 SMGs, 3 LMGs, 4 marksman weapons, 4 snipers, 3 pistols, and 4 shotguns. And by the way, in case you were wondering, the differences between the marksman weapons and the snipers are that with the marksman weapon, you move in strafe at speeds in between sniper and assault rifle speeds. Additionally, the hipfire in Apex is very balanced, giving you different amounts of bullet spread based on the gun, and still allowing you to keep a normal movement speed. Next up for number 4, we have maps, which Apex is somewhat unique for. As of right now, there are 3 maps in existence, and in every season, 2 of those 3 maps are in constant rotation. For example, right now in Season 9, we have Olympus and World's Edge in rotation. Next season, we will have King's Canyon take the place of Olympus or World's Edge. Those 2 maps switch every half an hour or so when you're playing, and this is amazing because there's no map that gets too stale. Unlike Fortnite, you will always be playing different maps that have drastic differences. King's Canyon is sort of a desert map that has tons of ravines, World's Edge is a fiery map with lots of rocks and lava, and Olympus is a beautifully aesthetically pleasing map with lots of bright colors and open space. The constant rotation ensures that no one map becomes too oversaturated to the players, and it constantly changes the way people play the game. Third, we got the legends themselves. Right now, Apex has 17 legends, and they're all unique and useful in different ways. The amount of legends in Apex is great because there's usually a legend that suits any playstyle. A more defensive player will probably be drawn towards Caustic or Watson, while more aggressive players will love the mobility and speed that Octane or Bloodhound give them. And if you don't like any one legend, you can use whichever legend you do want, provided that your teammate's not a jerk. What's also nice is that while there are definitely some legends that are more powerful than others, and some that are desperately in need of a buff, no legend is outright bad or unusable. They all have the ability to be viable, depending on the player using them and the situation they're in. And legends like Bloodhound will be good in one-on-one fights, but their abilities would be borderline useless from a distance, while Cryptos will be mostly useless in a close-up fight, but insanely useful from a distance. By the way, if you guys learned something or got something out of this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It's free, it really helps me out, and you can unsubscribe at any time if you're not satisfied. For number 2, we have something that's always slept on, which is of course the ping system. Now if you're watching this, then that means you probably came to Apex from Fortnite back in the day of quality Fortnite, not this new primal garbage and whatnot. Back in Season 7 of Fortnite, the ping system changed drastically, and everyone loved it. But unbeknownst to most people, Fortnite stole this directly from Apex, which, by the way, full power to them. As the saying goes, good artists copy, great artists steal. Anyway, all that to say is that that's how good the ping system is in Apex. If you hold down the ping button, you will get a full wheel that can mark anything from I'm going here to enemies over there to I'm defending this area. It's truly a great feature, and it makes playing with randoms so much easier. Alright, the one you've all been waiting for. Number 5. If you've been playing Apex for a while, then you've noticed the feature that's been missing from the list as of yet. So comment below what it is, and then let's get into it. The greatest thing about Apex Legends, the thing that separates it from every other shooter game, is movement. In Apex, there is so much detail in how much movement you have. You can do things like sliding to increase your running speed, or things like wall jumping to hit cool trick shots, or tap-strafing to bamboozle your opponent. The movement is so advanced that there are literally players who have made a career out of having insane movement, like EU Lyric and Faide. I think this is the best thing about Apex because it is so unique. In most games, the extent of movement is crouch strafing, which is crouching up and down rapidly while firing to make yourself harder to hit, in case you didn't know. But Respawn went so above and beyond when designing the movement, and it shows in the game. Thanks for watching, subscribe.